This guitar right here has no wood in it, and it's probably the best sounding guitar I've ever played. What's up everyone, Zach Seif here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I post regular content on what it's like being a full-time musician in today's modern music industry. So if you want to see what it's like being a full-time musician, all you gotta do is click that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps the algorithm to show this video to other musicians such as yourself, and it costs nothing to do but 1 second of your time. So again, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and let's get on with the video. So what I have in my hands here is indeed a legit electric guitar. It is not a toy, but it's also not made of wood, even though it kind of looks like it. When you look up, it almost looks like it has a grain pattern on the neck and everything, but it is indeed made 100% of a composite material called Arium. This is an Aristides 060 6-string electric guitar, and today I'm going to go over why this kind of guitar can be very practical, especially for touring and gigging musicians who are used to all these rapid changes in temperature, climate, and humidity, and go from country to country or even just state to state. So stay tuned, because today I'm going to show you why I love the Aristides 060. So I first became made aware of Aristides back in probably, I don't know, 2013, 2014 or so, when I saw some of the guys from Periphery starting to own them, and that kind of jump-started the whole thing. These Arium-built guitars that were coming from the Netherlands that no one had really heard of before then. And for those of you who've been following the channel for a while, you know that they have appeared here and there just throughout the channel, maybe different covers or different unboxings and demos and stuff like that. And I just never had a chance to really use one live, because the last time I owned one and was able to play a show with it was probably 2018, 2019. So it was about time that I got another one to see how it would fit with an intense touring schedule. And the other factor that led me to getting another 060 was the fact that a few years ago they released their Raw series. So my specific guitar is an 060R, which means that it's not painted, but rather the color of the guitar is added to the Arium mold when they're pouring it to make the body, which I think is really cool. And it allows the guitar to be just a little bit lighter and even more resonant than their standard guitar already is. Coupled with the fact that the Quantum Industries team is really close with the Aristides team, we got to hang out with them every day at the NAMM show this past year. They took us out to dinner, and they're just some of the greatest, sweetest people that I've ever met in my life, and I feel really good about supporting a business that takes care of all of its employees, it takes care of all of its artists and customers, and it's just a great group of people to be around. And I think that means a lot in this day and age where all these bigger corporations really just seem to be pushing out product just to sell it and giving it away to influencers and stuff like that. But Aristides, they're still a small team, but they're so passionate about what they do, and they're just such great people to be affiliated with, so I feel really good with owning one of their guitars. So starting back in 1995, a team of Dutch scientists collaborated with the Technical University of Delft to create a unique material that had the perfect acoustic properties, and they researched how tone woods of guitars work and how they produce the sounds that we all know and love. They were able to come up with this combination of materials called Arium, which has very specific timbre characteristics that allows for free vibration and the ultimate resonance that you can have in an instrument, where it doesn't block or dampen any other frequencies and allows the guitar to fully vibrate and resonate unlike any other guitar made of wood. Aristides started in 2007 trying to use Arium to build electric guitars. The entire body is made of a one-piece construction where Arium is at the core of, and it uses a Richlite fretboard and stainless steel frets so that the entire guitar is pretty much immune to wear and tear, as well as any sort of temperature or outside changes. My guitar in particular features 25.5-inch scale length, a compound 12 to 16-inch radius, a very comfortable neck width. This guitar in particular features Hipshot hardware, which includes their fixed hardtail bridge, their locking tuners, volume and tone knobs, a Tusk bone nut, Lundgren Black Heaven pickups, Lumenlag glow-in-the-dark side dots so that you can easily see the guitar on the darkest of stages, and the end result, in my opinion, is one of the greatest modern guitar designs ever seen. So now, of course, we get to the part of the video that most of you are here for, which is the demo. How does this thing sound? Does it sound like a cheap plastic toy, or does it sound like a multi-$1,000 custom shop wooden guitar? Let's find out. So let's start with the neck of the guitar. You can easily get from the 1st fret to the 24th fret. There's nothing in your way. The guitar is carved out in a way that your hand just effortlessly comes all the way down to the bottom, so you'll never miss those insane 2-octave slides that you know you love to do when you're trying to shred a solo at your local gig. The guitar sits so comfortably on the leg. It's a perfect size carve out for most people. My arm naturally sits on the body. There's plenty of material here for it to sit, and it has a nice little carve that's just very gradual that allows the arm to rest very comfortably. It's not bulky like a Les Paul or a PRS. It's very smooth. And if you just listen acoustically, this guitar is very loud. That's the sign of a really well-built guitar, when it's acoustically loud and resonant. If I just hit a note here and let it sustain, you notice how there's no buzzing? There's no frequencies that are clashing. So with all that said, we're going to run it through my new 2024 live preset. You can watch that video up here when you're done with this video. And if you're interested in any of the tones that you hear today, they're all available for purchase. Just shoot me an email. That information is in the description below. Listen to how full the humbucker is, but also how clear these single coils are. There's no added dissonance because there's no dampening going on in this guitar. It's absolutely beautiful to hear. Every string is super balanced, and nothing really stands out, nothing sharp or harsh. And the entire body resonates when you play an open chord. It's so responsive. So who do I think this guitar is for? I think this guitar is for really anyone who just wants a very comfortable, incredibly versatile and lightweight option to add to their arsenal. This guitar really covers all the bases because it's acoustically pretty much perfect. I have no complaints about how this guitar sounds, and if anything, it just sounds more clear and defined than anything else in my arsenal. There's no dead spots, there's no muted or dampened frequencies. Everything is freely resonating and vibrating throughout this guitar that gives you an experience that you just can't get even with like the best vintage instruments around. So I highly recommend you check out Aristides guitars because I can't see myself putting this thing down. And look, it just rests perfectly on my leg too, so I can type some emails, play some licks. I love this guitar. It's great. That just about wraps up today's video. I can't wait to spend more time with this guitar and take it on the road with the Ever After band and do all the fill-in work and theater work that I have coming up this year. This guitar is so light, it's so resonant, and these Lundgren pickups are so versatile that I have no problems using this for a jazz set, an R&B set, a rock set, a pop set. You guys know that these guitars are loved by the modern metal community, so obviously it does that extremely well. It's really all up to the player because of how great of a almost jumping point you have with how balanced this guitar is frequency-wise. It's really just depending on what you want to plug it into and what you want to play with it. This guitar can do it all. For more information, go check out the team at Aristides. Again, this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I paid full price for this guitar on the used market and have no affiliation with them other than they are a company that Quantum works with every now and then. But again, I bought this guitar used, so they were not involved in any way, shape, or form. If you guys want more content on the regular, this guitar is going to be all over my Instagram within the couple weeks, so make sure you follow me there and check out some sweet Arium goodness. Until then, everyone, keep on practicing and keep on following your dreams. I'll see you next time.